week, and then we will get into our standings.
Kia 177.4.
136.6.
Heather N 233.2.
Jadethla 191.5.
Good morning, Miss Carmen. 177.6. This is Kimber.
Heather C 214.2.
Zach. 198.6. Woo!
Jerry Merrick, 207.4.
Carmen Afia, 196.8.
Catherine, 134.2.
We've got some standings. Yay! Last week, let me just start with this. You guys lost a total of 29.9 pounds. In the last 9 weeks, you've lost a total of 328.5 pounds, which is incredible. So in 13th place, down a total of 8.5 pounds, 5.28%, Pam. In 12th place, down a total of 18.5 pounds, 7.93%, Heather C. In 11th place, down a total of 21.2 pounds, 9.72%, Afia. In 10th place, down 14.8 pounds, 9.77%, April. In 9th place, down 14.4 pounds, 9.8%, Corey. In 8th place, down 21.6 pounds, 10.13%, Adesawa. And Adesawa, you were our second biggest loser last week. You lost 5 pounds. Second biggest loser.
I made a comeback.
Yes, you did. Good job. In 7th place, down 22 pounds, 11.03%, Kia. In 6th place, down 16.6 pounds, 11.05%, Catherine. In 5th place, down 32.4 pounds, 12.19%, Heather N. That means moving up to 4th place this week, our biggest loser for the week. She lost 6.6 pounds this week, 23.8 pounds total, 12.64%, Myrna. Moved up to the 4th place spot, the biggest loser of the week. Awesome job. In 3rd place, down 43.4 pounds, 17.3%, Jerry. That means moving back into 2nd place, down 42.9 pounds, 17.93%, Zach. And holding down the 1st place spot, down a total of 48.4 pounds, knocking on 50 pounds' door in the 170s, 21.26%, Ken. And so a grand total of 328.5 pounds in the past 9 weeks. So incredible, awesome job to each and every one of you. So in a moment, we are going to be doing one of what's going to be one of your favorite calls of this entire season. Because when you poll people, one of the biggest things that people say they need in their life, what they need more of is they need more encouragement. And it is something that so many people are lacking, that they are longing for. And when you give encouragement, it literally is like a superpower. It makes you magnetic. It makes people want to be around you. It is like when you give somebody encouragement, it is like giving somebody water in the middle of a desert. It makes you stand out. It can change lives. It can save lives. I'll never forget. This was when I was working on being a better encourager, because I was one of those women who said, I need more encouragement in my life. And I just thought I just didn't get enough encouragement. I had no idea that me getting encouraged was linked to me actually giving it. And all of a sudden, one day I connected the dots of the law of reaping and sowing, and I will not reap what I have not sown. And I was like, wait a minute, I need more encouragement. It cannot be this simple. It just can't be. It cannot be as simple as if I give more, I'm going to get more. But okay, Lord, I trust you and I'm going to try this out. But what shocked me the most is the more I gave encouragement, the more encouraged I was. And then this thing radically started happening where I started getting all this encouragement. Go figure. I started sowing it and I started reaping it. I started sowing it abundantly. And when I started sowing it abundantly, guess what started happening with me reaping it? I was no longer reaping it sparingly, because when I was reaping encouragement sparingly, guess what that also meant? I was sowing it sparingly. But as soon as I started doing it abundantly, man, it was like the floodgates of all encouragement opened. And it costs nothing to give. And so those of you that are going to have the chance to encourage tonight, which is all 13 of you, it is a gift, a literal gift that you are able to give somebody else that is going to impact them. And we're also going to get a chance to be the receiver, where we're going to be put in a position to receive encouragement. And both of these positions can be hard, because as a receiver, who on here has a tendency or has had a tendency to be their biggest critic? Anybody had a tendency to be their biggest critic? Okay, several of you guys. And with being your biggest critic, what can happen sometimes is even when somebody does encourage us, what happens when we're our biggest critic and somebody encourages us?
That they really didn't mean that.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't mean that.
We don't believe them.
We don't believe them. What do they want? They're just trying to butter me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so tonight, you're going to hear from one of your fellow cast members that this is the way that somebody else sees you. This is the way somebody else views you. When my son was little, he was 2 or 3 years old, and he started calling me Wonder Woman. And he would literally tell his friends, my mom is Wonder Woman. And, you know, a 3-year-old friend, like they're thinking literally, like when his mom walks in the door, they're going to see Wonder Woman, right? And so then it became this little thing with his little friends. They'd be like, Aiden's mom is Wonder Woman. And for a very long time, I didn't allow myself to receive it. I'm like, no, Wonder Woman's this fictitious character. Like I'd make all these reasons of why I wasn't Wonder Woman. I wasn't allowing myself to see myself the way my son and daughter saw me. One day, as he was telling me this, and I was justifying why I really wasn't Wonder Woman, I got convicted that, what are you doing? You're not receiving the way your kids see you. You're discounting how they see you. You're not, in that moment, I was like, here I had taught on this. I had taught other people to do it, but yet I couldn't receive. So many times we can receive certain things, but sometimes we have this one area where we can't receive because it seems too big. It seems too out there. Like I'm not that. And in that moment, I got convicted and I went to my son and I said, buddy, what do you call mommy? And he's like, you're Wonder Woman. And I'm like, yes, I am. And thank you for always reminding me of that. And ever since then, I'm freaking Wonder Woman. I will now remind when I get stressed or when I choose to be stressed or I choose to doubt myself, I will sit there and say, no, you're Wonder Woman. You've got this. You're strong. You're capable. No one needs to lower the bar for you. You've got this because you've had it all along. But it came from receiving that word from my son and me allowing myself to believe it and receive it. And so tonight, when someone speaks encouragement into you, you also have a responsibility to receive it, because words mean nothing unless we choose to receive them. And so often it's easier for human beings to receive the negative than it is the positive. It's easy for us to receive from 5th grade, the 10-year-old that called us fat. We received that and still carry it around with us today, but we didn't receive the person that told us we were beautiful. We didn't receive that. And so it is more important. It is like freaking super important tonight that when you get done receiving the encouragement, that you look at that person and you say, I received that. So Heather N., who are you super secret Santa encouraging tonight?
Afia Perkins.
Oh, Afia, the beautiful Afia. Let me just bring her on up here.
I was so excited when she drew your name for me to encourage, because I have noticed some things about you that you have not talked about, but that have become very obvious about what kind of human being you are. And I'm going to start with those things. You are a leader and role model in business. I don't know what you sell, but I can tell by the way you're dedicated to what you do that you are considered a leader in your field. You are a very dedicated mother, hauling your children to lacrosse and other things. I never did a lot of that stuff with my kids. We did some things, but you don't talk about this. You just do it and it shows. You have an incredible fashion sense, and I would love to come just look at your clothes in your closet. I love to see what you're wearing. And it cracks me up when you worry about how your hair is. Like, I'm like, does she forget when she comes on here how beautiful she is? Who cares about that little hair sticking up? Nobody but her. Okay, so that was just a couple of things that I've noticed about you that you haven't talked about. Here are the things that I noticed about you and how you participate in this group. I so appreciate your honesty and vulnerability. I know the first time that you had to come in and say, I've been struggling with this thing or that thing. I was like, man, she's got some chutzpah. Because I don't think I have ever come on in here and I said I messed up this or that, but I've never said, okay, this is a huge problem for me. Help me fix it. That was a big deal to me. I know you, now this is something that I know you try to do because you do it so consistently. You already are an extraordinary encourager. It's always positive, no matter what you say to anyone, it's always positive. And I love that about you. And you do all the dadgum things. I have never made a vision board. You showed us yours. Like, you did it within like hours of her telling us to do it. You do the tracker every day. You even have the little piece of paper that says how many days since your last unplanned cheat. Basically, Afia, you're very diligent. I want to be like you when I grow up. So thank you for being part of this group.
Thank you, Heather. I received that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like tearing up. You have just made my night. I received that.
Mr. Brown, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I get to talk to Myrna. So Myrna, it's been just a wonderful pleasure to get to know you better, right? From a distance, we've known you, but getting to know you on a very personal level. And we have a common practice at the company, and it is picking words that have meaning. And so in praying and looking at things that you have been able to work through, this just came very strong to me. It's transparent joy. You exude joy. When you go places in your family and your kids, and as I look on Facebook and see all the things that you do, you exude joy. You are courageous and willing to take on things. You're willing to look in the mirror and face the difficult things head on. That is a remarkable trait, and it's what makes you successful. It brings breakthrough to you and to your family, into future generations where you are leaving a legacy because you take hard stands. And I am so proud of you. You're a gifted encourager. When you come on, we know that whatever comes out of your mouth is going to be encouraging. You're always seeking knowledge, and you're expelling that knowledge to other people to help them on your journey. And I am a better person because of knowing you. And thank you, Myrna, for joining this group.
Thank you, Ken. I received that.
who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
So I have Kia. So where I started was with her name and just looking up her name because I want to affirm your identity and who you are created to be. So I looked up in many different languages. And the first one is in Chinese. It means to arise or to come out of. And I definitely see that. And the day that you just discovered your power, and that was so powerful, I think, for all of us to see you come to that realization and to affirm that in yourself, and to learn to affirm yourself that you can rise up, that you can be powerful, and you can be all of those other things of sweet and all of that too. That's what I think is so actually powerful, to be able to maintain being sweet but powerful at the same time and fierce. And I think the word that I have learned is meek. It's really power under control. It's to maintain that sweetness and that that heart that you have, but also just walk in power and fierceness. That's who you are. Also, then in Korean, it's beautiful. And wow, does that fit you? That you're beautiful. And it also means to rise in Korean. And again, just that word of just rising up to be who you are called to be. And then in Welsh, it's the keeper of keys or earth. And I see you as just a beautiful keeper of your home and as a mom and just as a wife. And I love the way you love your husband. And so I just see you as the keeper of your home. And the last one, which is probably the most profound or the most that I see in you, and see this often in everything you live out, is that it means follower of Christ. And that's who you are. That I hear it in everything you talk about, is that you're a follower of him. And so I also bless you, because it also says that you're anointed, and I see an anointing on you for who you are and what your future is.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you, April. I received that.
Who are you encouraging tonight?
I am encouraging the one and only Ken Brown. This is what I have. Ken, you are a man of integrity, a man who sets out to be who he says he is. You have a strong mind who strengthens minds of others. And now you have a strong body and getting stronger with each day. And now your fount will overflow. I have the image of a pyramid of champagne glasses, the top one getting filled, spilling into the next level, then the next on down. But Ken isn't the top glass. Ken is the champagne. A fine vintage getting better with age, and your leadership by example in thought and deed, be it with your family or the people who listen to you, filling the other glasses with ease, bountifully, with something everybody wants, something refined, something effervescent, tiny bubbles of gold that all rise to the top. You're in the top spot for a reason, and you earn it every day.
Thank you, Zach. I received that. And blessings to you, my brother.
Catherine, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I have April. Yeah, I've been watching you on the Marco Polos, and I got the biggest insight into you when you made a joke about the donut peaches. And that just, it pierced me. And I even sent you a Marco Polo to tell you how that just, I see you as sunshine, because you radiate this kindness and warmth that I don't think I've ever experienced with another person, and in that way. And I think that's a true gift that you have with others. You have a strength in your gentleness that really lifts people up, and you've certainly on so many occasions, you may not even know it, but the times that you've been on the Marco Polos, you just speak so much truth and encouragement, and it's really touched my heart. And the other thing too about the donut, the do not worry about the donut joke. There was like this spark in you that it just radiated this light that just, I know I probably said that. I love that. And I don't know how to put it into words. I love that about you. The other thing that has really touched my heart, I'm a new wife. And the way I see you with Ken and the way you honor him and love him and support him has inspired me so much to be a better person and wife. And I think I'm the most grateful to you for that. And okay, now I'm getting emotional, I'm sorry. But I love how you love and support him. And it just shows your heart as a person. And I thank you for showing that and sharing that with us.
Thank you. I received that, and that really means a lot. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jerry, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
Catherine, I know that you are an achiever who has a growth mindset. You are accomplished, but still seek to challenge yourself. You are disciplined and willing to wait until it's perfect before accepting something less. You're a beautiful mermaid who loves the beach and all the delicate and alluring surprises that it offers. Catherine, you are a kind and generous person. With your knowledge, I know that you are brilliant in every way that makes people feel at ease. I see a person who is open to comfort on difficult days, a person who is courageous enough to admit that overwhelming times are difficult. I see Catherine as a friend, and it is my honor and blessing to go on this journey with. And I just want to finish with one of my favorite quotes that remind me of you, Mark 10:45. And this is kind of in the vein of you're serving others the way that you serve this group and serve me and I'm sure everybody in your life. Mark 10:45, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. And I feel that that verse perfectly embodies the person that you are in this group. And that was it.
Jerry, I received that, and that was really beautiful. Thank you.
Miss Kia, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I get to encourage Heather Korn. Ooh, I love you. Okay, so Heather Mackenzie Korn. Here you are. I'm going to start with some words that came to me for you. Determination, focus, jovial, rock, grounded, calm strength, strong sense of justice, true friend, supremo awesome encourager. Heather, you have a gift of seeing the value of each person and knowing just how to connect with them. And that true friend thing, I've just really seen in action. Your insights delivered with such compassion and grounded wisdom help me to see the world in new ways, full of new possibilities. You just have this way of setting me at ease. And you have helped me through your gentle encouragement to feel that I'm enough and that I'm good in my skin and that I can keep moving toward my best life. Unique, my own. You inspire me every single day. I also know that you are a wonderful mother. And it's like the mother spirit too, like the whole universe with all the strength that is wrapped into that title. Something else I admire about you is your good humor. And I just feel like that comes out all the time. And I really enjoy everything you share on Facebook. It brings me a lot of happiness, and I identify with so much that you share. And one thing I noticed is that you have this quote to finish up at the top of your page. And this is it. It says, "She wears strength and darkness equally well. The girl has always been half goddess, half hell." And Heather, I want to say that you are not half goddess. You are full goddess. You are full goddess. And this world is a better place because you are in it.
I received that. Wow, that was really insightful. I felt like you nailed a lot of how I feel that I don't know how to put into words myself. So that that meant a lot. Thank you.
And who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
I have the privilege of encouraging Zach today. I wanted to first say that your name, I don't know if you're aware, and biblically means God remembers. And I started thinking about this word remembering. I was like, what does that mean? God remembers. You know, that you have the privilege of being God's spotlight. And you are the spotlight for his compassion and for God's grace. And, you know, Carmen says this thing, this moment is made for us, this moment is made for you. And you have the honor of being in God's spotlight for this particular moment. And then I went through the letters of your name to try to find more inspiring words. And one of the ones that came up for Z, which is not a lot of Z words in the world, but this one's perfect for you, was zeal, that you have great energy and enthusiasm for the causes or objectives that you apply yourself to, which was so perfectly fitting for you. And your amusing spirit, God, I cannot tell you how many times I'm chatting with Kia or looking at the Marco Polos and you just are your regular goofy self and make me laugh in a serious or sad moment. The whole team laugh in the serious or sad moment. And so you have such an amusing spirit that you bring to even the greatest of challenges. Captivating enthusiasm for change. Like you are so invested and dedicated and committed to making this change, and it's just captivating to everyone who's here to witness you do it, to come from 13th place, was it, to what are you this week, second, first, third, you know, like that's amazing because of your captivating spirit. And then for the H, I wanted to remind you that you're healthy. You're physically and mentally healthy as you sit here in Wonderland in some of the best shape of your life, and it's only going to get better from here, and you are healthy. And so, in conclusion, I want you to remember that you are an extraordinary and amazing human being, and that you will change this world for generations to come, and that you are a great teammate and a great friend, and in the moment, and father and husband as well. And in the moments where you forget how extraordinary you are, you have the privilege of looking in the mirror and saying, Zach, and knowing confidently that God remembers how extraordinary you are.
Holy crap. Wow. I received that, and thank you. Wow.
Okay, Adeswa, I wrote you an acrostic poem. A is for admirable. You certainly are. D is for daring. E is for the emotion of bravery and creativity. S is for special. You are gifted and talented. U is for unique. No one else like you. You are wonderfully made. W is for worthy. You were born worthy. You are worthy now and always will be. A is for adventurous, always on the go. Adeswa, you are inspiring.
Thank you, Myrna. I receive it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Miss Pam, who are you secret encouraging Santa tonight?
The beautiful Heather N. I am so blessed to have met you and to be with you on this journey. It's wonderful to see your full commitment to fitness and nutrition. You've held yourself accountable throughout the entire time. You're doubling up on your workouts for things that you feel that you've missed, but you want to stay true to your commitment. Even when on the road, you always are sure to pack your containers and to keep yourself accountable. You speak life into all of us and give us the extra kick when we need it, which is truly appreciated. Look at your progress. You've purchased smaller jeans, and this is just the beginning because there's more to come for you. I am so proud of you, and I am so blessed to call you my friend. I love you, girl, and I'm so proud to be with you on this journey.
Thank you. I received that.
Miss Corey, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I am encouraging Jerry. How does one encourage a man so full of light? Jerry, it has truly been a pleasure to get a brief glimpse into your last years of warrior. I am so proud of the skills you have decided to learn. So many men at your age refuse to leave their comfort zone. You are truly more evolved than most. I know that your battles have been real. There are more to come. You only retreated once, and it was only for a short time. Blessed is a warrior with humility and strength. I feel so much depth in you. This is a scary choice, and you have jumped in with both feet, taking your life to a whole new level. You display so much grit, strength, and determination. Being honest and vulnerable with yourself, and then sharing that energy with all of us takes courage, takes bravery. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to be alongside of you on your journey. You are going to be an amazing king. Namaste.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Corey. I received that. I really appreciate that. Boom!
Heather C., who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I have the honor to encourage Pam. Okay, first I started with finding adjectives that fit the letters of your name. So for P, I chose perky because you are always cheerful and happy.
Huh?
You light up a room. You light up the Marco Polo room every morning. A for athlete, because you are so active with your lifting weights. You're always on some type of machine moving your body. And M for magnetic. You draw people to you with your friendliness and charm. So what I wrote here is that your presence in our group was one of the first that made me feel comfortable. Every morning coming in and just being authentic, you made me feel safe. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just how I felt. The energy and the vibes that you give off are full of support and safety, as I mentioned, that you're full of love and grace. Your bubbly personality is one I look forward to every day. You are beautiful inside and out, and I hope you know how special you are. If I had to pick one word to describe you, I would choose sunshine, because you are all of our sunshines. But that's what I think, radiant, just shining out, that everybody feels the rays of. You are an amazing mother, grandmother, wife, woman, human being, and I appreciate you for all you are. And that is it.
Wow.
That, Heather, that is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
Miss Afia Perkins, who are you secret encouraging Santa to tonight?
I am encouraging Corey. When you called me goddess one day, I just had to give it right back to you, because you are truly a goddess. And one of the things that I admire most about you is your connection and respect to the earth. And I am just so enamored with you and your connection to the earth and to giving life and fostering life and harvesting that life. That is so beautiful. Thought about as I've gotten closer to you in this journey, the first is resilient. And resilient is such an important word to me because that's one of the names that I had during college. And I truly feel like we're soul sisters. And you're resilient and you have shown resilience as you have bounced back from your back surgery. I just think that's incredible. And the other is positive. And your favorite quote, life is good. I just love that. Like you're like, it's like over and out, life is good. And I just love that. And I love that positivity. And it encourages us at the end of the day, you're like, life is good. And that leads to the third, full of life. You out here dancing and having these marathon trips and dance sessions is just fantastic and so inspiring. And it just truly is who you are. And all the while staying on plan, getting in your food, getting in your water, and you're just like, life is good, I'm doing it. And it's so encouraging to me, and I'm sure the rest of the team. And then finally, brave, and being brave to overcome not only the obstacles that you faced in life, but even within the last week, you're amazing. And I'll send this to you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I received that, Sister Althea.
Gosh, how incredible. And here's what I love. Here's what I love is when you encourage, it just naturally brings joy. It brings joy from the person who's receiving and the person who is giving. As you start to encourage and as you start to become an encourager, you're going to start receiving more of it. And so it is our job to not only be amazing and excellent at giving, but also to be equally amazing and excellent at receiving the encouragement, at choosing to believe what somebody else sees in you. Because there are times when we don't see in ourselves what other people see. And this week, as we come into, week 10, for you to go back and remind yourself of these words, to even expound on them, to remind yourself of what somebody else sees when they are seeing you. Because gosh, just listening to tonight, you guys are a freaking group of rock stars. You're a group of risk takers and world changers and movers and shakers and compassionate, caring, loving, amazing, profound human beings who is truly having an impact on this world, both inside of your home and outside of your home. That is who you are. But you will never, none of us will ever truly fully walk in all of our potential if we can't receive it.